Hell in Hong Kong. An out-of-control inferno engulfing skyscrapers. Dozens are dead, scores are missing. But how did Hong Kong go from this to this? At 2:51 p.m, the Hong Kong Fire Service is alerted to a fire at Wang Fung Court. 5 minutes later, they arrive on the scene.
The fire was spreading to nearby buildings and spreading inside the buildings. So we immediately carried out our firefighting and rescue operation.
Wang Fung Court is in the Tai Po neighbourhood. The complex is made up of 8 towers, each more than 30 stories tall, with around 2,000 apartments. The fire starts in Wang Chong House, but soon spreads to nearby towers. The catastrophe is becoming increasingly clear. The heat is extreme. Authorities raise the fire danger rating to 5, the most severe classification.
The temperature inside the buildings concerned are very high. It's quite difficult for us to enter the building and go upstairs to conduct firefighting and rescue operation.
Hundreds of firefighters and police officers are sent to the area and around 60 ambulances. But the fire rages on. The death toll starts to climb. 4 people are reported dead, then 13, with others injured.
Fire Services Department so far handled 28 casualties. Among the 28 casualties, 9 were certified dead at scene. 6 of them are found serious.
Firefighters continue their efforts throughout the night as residents look on, desperately hoping their loved ones are somewhere safe.
極度低落啦，就有咁多街坊，有咁多戰友，我都唔知點。而家睇下，仲係間間都燒到輕輕冚冚，真係好啊！呢個都唔知點樣，希望政府幫下手啦。點樣處理我哋嘅安頓下我哋點樣？即係我諗都唔係一個短時間咯。
Emergency shelters are established for families fleeing the scene. Some have been separated in the chaos.
冇借我太太喺度。
即係有冇諗過話求即係出嚟逃生？即係點解會揀繼續留喺屋企？
有㗎，佢有試過一開始嘅時候，我叫佢走，咁佢走咗出去，但係因為樓梯都係晒濃煙啊，咁佢都走唔到啦，已經黑掹掹睇唔到，所以焗住又要匿翻入個單位裏邊。
Hong Kong leader Zhong Li addresses the media. The death toll has now jumped to 36, but certain to rise, with at least 279 people still unaccounted for.
我係極度重視今次嘅事件，我已經指示政府各個部門同埋單位全力進行多方面嘅工作。首先嘅工作，最首要嘅工作就係撲滅咗今次嘅火災，同埋救援被困嘅居民。第二係救治傷者，第三係支援善後。跟住，我哋會作全面嘅調查。
Questions are starting to be raised about how this tragedy occurred and whether there were any warnings. In March, the Hong Kong government said half of all new public works contracts would be required to use metal scaffolding instead of bamboo due to safety concerns. But at Wang Fung Court, authorities seemed much more concerned about other materials used during the renovations. The buildings were covered in highly combustible mesh, and authorities revealed in at least one building, polystyrene covered the windows.
And it's suspected it may be one of the cause to cause the fire and the spread of the fire so quickly.
Within hours of the blaze erupting, an investigation begins. By early morning, 2 directors and 1 engineering consultant are taken into police custody on suspicion of manslaughter. It's now more than 24 hours since the first fire broke out, and you can see fire authorities are still dousing the buildings. We can see bits of scaffolding still falling off these buildings. The smoke in the air, it's so thick you can taste it. Now this is a city that is grieving. It's a city that's searching for answers.
Sad, shocked, and also I'd say quite mad and angry about the whole situation. 3 people have been charged. There's a lot of corruption behind the whole thing, I'd say. The standard of deconstruction is quite low. Yes, I do know some people who live in this building. We couldn't reach them.
Condolences and donations flow into Hong Kong.
A lot of them are in the state of shock, especially when they first knew of the updates of their family members, if the news came out to be very bad. And of course they are also in this condition, a state of finding it very hard to accept the reality. Our team, the volunteers and the staff are accompanying them, although it's a very a painful process and moment, but we want them to feel that they're not alone. We are here when they need us.
In a region packed with skyscrapers, this tragedy casts a long shadow.